together here, right? Got to get some attention from the public. We want to be able to get a job, get off Centrelink.
Just don't get hit by a car. Looks bad.
All right, let's do this. Come on, look enthusiastic, guys.
18-year-old Tabitha Booth is the leader of this group, taking the plight of Townsville's young people to one of the busiest roads in town.
The level of youth unemployment is ridiculous. We've got to do something about it, and I feel like it's time someone took a stand, and that's what I've done.
Thanks.
We've got plenty of truckies honking at us. We've got motorbikes honking at us. We've got a bit of negativity as well. People just sticking their middle finger at us like, oh yeah, you really don't need to be doing that. But I don't see you standing here with us, do you?
I've spent the last 3 years looking for work, and I have been close a couple of times, and I've gone homeless. I've gone without money for months on end. Now I'm a bit more stable being on the pension. It's not easy, especially being in a town where there's more people than jobs available.
What do you need to do before you even think about going into an interview?
The group's been taking lessons at the Queensland Youth Service, learning the basics of finding work. Many of them have left school, had odd jobs, and are now studying at TAFE or technical college. Leading the class is 21-year-old Tegan Marnie. She moved from Coffs Harbour and found herself briefly unemployed when she arrived in Townsville.
It's good because I am so close to their age, and I have gone through a lot of the things that they have gone through. I mean, they all are pretty much fresh out of school, and they're always like, oh yeah, we've had such a rough run, and it's like, yeah, I can understand that. We've had people come in that can barely even speak. They're so withdrawn when they first come in here, and they just don't believe in themselves. So we pretty much just reinforce the fact that they are good enough and they do deserve a chance, and that's what I focus on, is trying to build them up again.
It's built my confidence up a lot to know that I can do an interview confidently now. I can stand in front of the group and say something. I can run these rallies. I feel like my confidence is boosted a lot just from doing that program.
The majority of the people look at these guys like, oh, you just want to sit on your bum all day and bludge pretty much. And that's not the case, because I've had people come in here and they're just like, we just want to work, we just want to be a part of the community, we just want to be given the chance to be considered like a person. Because they don't at the moment, because they are told that they're bludging, that they're worthless, they're not doing anything to contribute when they don't have the opportunity.
They've been applying for jobs mainly in retail in the face of continual knockbacks.
Like, I'm just sick of constantly printing out resume after resume after resume just to hand them out, just for my resume to possibly get ripped up and thrown in the bin.
When we were in town, 19-year-old Bryce Parry had just had a job interview in the disability care sector. He says his lack of a driver's licence was the only setback and something he wants to work on.
I'm still doing the best I can. It is kind of hard though, because I spent 4 hours the other night just I applied for like 3 jobs in 4 hours because I just could not find something. Yeah.
It's like being kind of like pushed down, because it's like, I'm going to go apply for jobs and there's no jobs to apply for. And then you kind of like, well, maybe there'll be some next week. And then you go and look and it's like, there's none I can apply for. It's this constant up and down of hopefulness and trying not to get pushed back down by the fact that there's hundreds and hundreds of jobs going, but none that I can do at the moment.
I have experience in food handling, food prep, teamwork, stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's fine. That's fine.
It frustrates me because I think there should be more opportunities for young people out there who don't have jobs and don't have a lot of experience. Because here's the way I see it. You need experience to get a job, but you need a job to get experience.
That's your women's in league, so your women will love that one. Right? Great one, nice purple colours.
The Townsville employment market is tight, and even the highly educated can't find work in their chosen field of study. After completing a Masters of Science, 28-year-old Guy McCutcheon found himself working for the dole and having to apply for 20 jobs a month.
In a word, I would say arduous. It was very time-consuming. It felt there was a lot of pressure, especially when I was getting to the stage after the first couple of months. So that's looking at 40 to 50, 60 jobs that I'd already applied for at that stage. And on a local scale, when I'm applying for that many jobs, I'm starting to reapply to the same places.
He's decided to stay in Townsville because of its renowned reputation in marine science. And as he works towards a marine biology career, he's grateful for finding work at a sports store in the city centre.
It was a relief to get a yes. It was the first yes related to employment that I'd got in close to a year.
Guy McCutcheon was taken on with the help of a state-based employment program which provides regional businesses with payments of at least $10,000. His boss, Ben Smith, says he's happy to train up young people with little experience, but believes this generation needs to be taught how to approach employers.
We just find there's not enough care factor in presentation, in the way that they come in and apply for a job, even if it's dropping off a resume. It's very lackadaisical. It can be in a pair of thongs and a shorts and a t-shirt. At school, before they leave, the first skill set they should have is how to apply for a job, how to get a job. That should be one of the key subjects. I'm all for training them, as long as they've got the right attitude. Skill set, not as important, but if they come in and they've got a smarmy attitude and, you know, I'm better than this sort of thing, I don't care what they've done in the past, I don't want them.
Well, this is the classic picture postcard view of Townsville, but this stunning outlook belies the true economic story. The city's been struggling with the mining downturn and the collapse of Clive Palmer's nickel refinery. And down there, smaller businesses are feeling the flow-on effects.
In Townsville CBD, you can find many empty shops, with one report earlier this year estimating about a third of commercial space was vacant. And while Malcolm Turnbull promised $100 million to build a new stadium in Townsville at the election, business leaders say the region needs more economic stimulus.
We're challenging the federal government on projects like the Northern Australian Infrastructure Fund. You know, we need more of that facilitation and get projects underway. You know, we're already nearly a year and a half after the announcement of that initiative and no funding has been placed yet.
Also due to start in April next year is the Turnbull government's youth internship program. 120,000 placements of up to 12 weeks will be created, providing young people with an extra $200 a fortnight in support payments and $1,000 for businesses. The government won't say how many employers have signed on to the scheme so far, but that the Motor Trades Association and the Hotels Association intend to provide 9,000 of those internships.
If I was offered an internship at a facility or a place that I could choose, I would take it immediately. If you're getting experience in a field of work, even if it's no pay, if you're actually working and gaining that experience and there is some incentive that the employer is willing to hire you if they like you, that's a great idea.
In all honesty, I feel like it would mean that I can be able to get myself out there and show employers that I can work and hopefully be given a full-time job out of it, but just by doing an internship.
For now, these young people will continue their campaign on the streets of Townsville, in between writing job applications and dreaming of brighter prospects.
I would love to finish my TAFE course and be fully certified as a kitchen hand, and hopefully down the track find an apprenticeship for a Cert 3 commercial cookery. I'd love to be a chef.
It would mean the world. If I got a job, I mean, because I live with Mum at the moment and she's struggling because she's an aged care nurse, and like just the pure fact of being able to help her pay bills and to be able to actually have money, like it's huge.